Hey everybody! Yeah, Knick-Knack here, back again for another playthrough stream. As you see right here, this is gonna be Wallace and Gromit and Fright of the Bumblebees. This is part 1 of a Telltale game called Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures. Now before I start, let me just promote this shit on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. So, I'm doing that right now. Facebook. So, I'm doing that right now. Alright, I finally promoted it on my art sites, and let's begin. Before I start, let me just do a couple of ramblings. I was in the mood to play this because I surprisingly want to go to it because it's a Wallace and Gromit game. And I kind of have a penchant or a strong, love for Wallace and Gromit. I've seen the first 2 episodes, the one about the moon made of cheese and the penguin who kind of messes with them. I really enjoyed those. I also watched some of the Curse of the Were-Rabbit movie. I enjoyed that a ton. And yeah, that's my history with that series. Saw some of that stuff, and I really enjoyed it. It has a nice charm to it. Also, before I start, some of you who actually watch my streams might know that I'm doing face cam right now, which is pretty cool for me, since I finally know how it works, and I'm happy to do this, and will probably do this much more like that way. So, without further ado, let's begin. I'm not going to do tutorial because I already completed the tutorial and know what it's about. Wallace and Gromit in Fright of the Bumblebees.
Breakfast time, Gromit!
I decided to put subtitles on it as well because sometimes you might not hear what they say because of my voice. Alright, I accidentally pressed that. Let me see if I can open up the menu. Sorry about that when marking. Let me just... what's it called? Mess with the graphics settings. So, I could...
Bombs away!
Alright, so... from my note, have to go here. Yeah, I want to run better. And I think it did, just for most part.
Another perfect landing. Your turn to make breakfast, Gromit. Eggs, I think. And toast with honey today. Step to it, lad. I'm famished. Eggs, toast and honey. I can practically taste them already. Silicon flowers, Gromit. A major contribution to our modern lifestyle.
I think I'm supposed to go to the kitchen. Let's pick up the mail.
Well, what did the postman bring us then? Any orders? Hand it over, lad.
Here, I'll give him the mail.
Did you bring the mail, Gromit?
Hey,
Oh, no. Final demand. I don't know. This payment due now. And a disconnection? Nothing but bills, Gromit. I can't look at these before I have my breakfast. If we don't find some steady customers soon, I don't know how we'll make ends meet. Oh, all right then. I'll open one, but just the one. Seems your subscription to Marrow Growers Monthly is up for renewal. Don't suppose you'd consider cancelling? Thought not. Oh, better pay up then. Now, where did I put my pen? Ah, yes.
oh wow. If anybody's watching this, tell me whether or not the quality is good and if it's lagging or not. Also, look at here.
Did you find those dog tags I bought you, Gromit?
Oh, so nothing there. Let's see if
The
the
living
kitchen's
room's
over
out
here.
of bounds for now, Gromit. Had to use it for storage. Only temporary, mind. We'll need those crates once the orders start pouring in.
Alright, one of these must be a kitchen. Let's check this.
How's that egg coming, Gromit?
Oh, dang it. Nothing. Oops. So I'm guessing I have to do something right here about that. Let's look at the fridge. Alright, butter. Oh, just this thing. Let's open this cabinet. Oh, dang it. Let's see if we could go outside.
Walkies can wait, Gromit. I need me breakfast.
Alright, guess we can't. Oh, dang it. See if we can find something here that will help me. Yeah, I guess not. Oh well. Let's go upstairs. Maybe his racket will use something. Yeah, nothing. Dang it.
You won't find me breakfast up there, Gromit.
Oh, let's see if we can find something up here.
Still no breakfast? I'm beginning to suspect foul play. Honey piped directly from the source. Everyone in town will want their own honey tap when word gets out. I left a note on the fridge in case you forget. Eggs, toast and honey. No breakfast foods down there, Gromit.
Let's see what this says exactly. We observe.
Just a reminder, Gromit, in case you've forgotten.
Alright, nothing.
Hi, old Wallace. An here. Sorry to leave a message, but it's about that incident in my shop. That blinking mechanical mouse of yours has put me in a right pickle. Happening maybe a Sniffer 3000 with advanced cheese tracking capabilities, but it chewed through all me Wensleydale and me Red Leicester too. Now, I know we've always been on good terms, but this morning I find myself not inconsiderably discombobulated, and I can't let it happen again, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to say that with the deepest regret, and following police advice, you and your blinking contraptions are barred from my establishment until further notice.
Oh damn, that sucks. Rewards here again. Oh, crackers, nice. Oh wait, that's for snacks, I forgot breakfast. Let's try this again. Come on. Oh, dude. It's pretty gross, man. Now let's see if we can get the tea. Or not. So what exactly am I supposed to put there? Let's see. Let's try test circuit. Nothing. So nothing. Let's see if this does anything.
What number, please?
Alright, nothing there. And for some of you that might be watching this, I know I'm pretty bad, but this is probably my first actual Telltale game when it comes to exploring and that shit.
Okay, it's can wait.
Alright, guess that does nothing. I wonder if this will do anything. Dang it, nothing. Oh. Nothing there. Let's check the fridge again, see if there's anything useful. Or not. Already been here. See if we can find something here. I guess not.
Don't push me buttons, Gromit.
You won't find me.
Yes, I know your breakfast isn't there. Dang it.
That, Gromit, was the sound of my belly. It's saying what I'm too polite to mention. Breakfast is late.
Sorry, man. Finding.
Ouch. Well, that's a fine way to say good morning. I'll be right here if you need me, nursing me appetite.
Nothing there. Maybe I need to talk to. Maybe he'll probably help
I'd
me
like
with
to
the
help
eggs.
you with breakfast, lad, but it's all part of your training.
Yeah, nothing. Let's see, admire. And I'm assuming.
Walkies can wait.
Yes, I know.
Don't waste your...
Alright. See. Dang it. Back door, pantry, frying pan. Let's see what
How's that egg coming, Gromit?
I know. Yeah, I'm pretty clueless at this. I'm gonna see if I could. Let's see if this will help me. Herbs, toast, and honey.
Walkies can wait.
Dang it. Come on, Gromit. You can do it. Help him with his food. And
Did you find those dog tags I bought you? Don't waste your time in the living room. I mean, storage room.
nothing.
You won't find me breakfast up there. No breakfast foods down.
Nothing. Man,
How
I
do you
am.
like me new Eggo later, Gromit? Takes the hard work out of cracking eggs, eh?
And yeah, I'm so fucking clueless when it comes to this. Come on, what am I supposed to do with that?
How's that egg? That's right. I borrowed the conveyance unit from the Eggolator and used it on another invention. You'll have to rustle up a spare part from somewhere, Gromit. Breakfast mustn't be delayed indefinitely.
So another device.
Wallace, old chap.
Oh.
Crumb here, Major Crumb. Word in your shell like, can't say where it came from, mum's the word, but I'm getting intelligence of unusual airborne activity in your sector. Can't say more than that. Walls have ears, don't you know? But if you take my advice, you look to the heavens and take cover. Going to get pretty sticky is my guess. Terror from the skies. Death and destruction raining down. That sort of thing. Just make sure you and your men stay indoors. Over and out.
You want? Let's go back inside the dining room, see if the porridge gun has anything to do with it.
Any news on the breakfast front, Gromit? Hey! Eggs today, Gromit, not porridge. I left a note on the fridge in case you forget. Eggs, toast and honey. Don't push me buttons, Gromit.
Oh yeah, what's he nag about?
I suppose I should at least pay the wool bill.
Oh! So I'm guessing that has something to do with it. There we go! Shit!
Hey! That dog is getting a little too independent, if you ask me.
It was there the whole time! Now let's go make his eggs. Finally! That was 4 shells the whole time, dang it. And now we'll see it work. Finally. Now let's give him his breakfast.
Still no breakfast? I'm beginning to suspect foul play. Cracking eggs, Chuck. But I can't tuck in until I get my toast and honey. Honey? How sweet of you, Gromit.
But
I don't see the toast yet.
Yeah, I'm giving you your toast right now. Yeah.
Done to a turn. My compliments to the chef.
Yes, finally.
Now that's what I call a breakfast feast. Wasn't so difficult, was it, lad? With a hearty plate of eggs and toast under me belt, I'm ready to take on the world. Gromit, I've a strange feeling this is the day our fortunes are going to change.
Morning, Wallace. May I have a word?
If it's about yesterday's little mishap...
Oh, no, you see...
I can assure you it was an accident, Mr. Pinnear, and I'll certainly pay for the damage to your grocery shop. I was just putting the Sniffer 3000 through its paces. It's still only a prototype, you know.
Oh, I realize that, Mr. Wallace.
And what better place to test out a cheese detector than in a shop with such an excellent selection of cheeses?
Oh, shit.
But you'll still have to pay for the damage, I'm afraid.
Yes, of course. I'll put it all right. Though funds are, how can I put this, a little tight at the moment. Only until our new business is up and running.
Aye, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. I understand you and Gromit are in the honey business now.
Fresh deliveries daily, from bee to you.
Ah, well, perhaps I can help you get on your feet. I'm having my annual sounding of the Crumpets Festival, and I'm clean out of honey. Can you deliver 50 gallons?
50 gallons?
By tonight?
Tonight?
It'll more than cancel your debt, and it'll be good advertising for you. What do you say?
I say... yes! We're in business, lad! Heads up, no time for slacking. From B to U has landed its first major order. 50 gallons of honey by tomorrow. I want this place to be a hive of activity. It's your chance to show the world what sort of workers you are. They're certainly buzzing with excitement. Or maybe they're hungry. Did you remember to feed them this morning, Gromit? Never mind, lad. I'll do it.
Alright, now I have to buy him.
The bees love my motivational posters. Nothing like an inspirational poster to boost worker productivity. For some reason, my boys aren't terribly fond of this one.
It is slavery, that's why.
The magnetronic pollinator is the linchpin of the operation. My workers get their rations mechanically, No foraging in flower beds for them. Look alive in there. Ah,
No, I was picking.
ouch! Blinking heck! Ah, there's the hatch from me rocket ship. Remember that moon holiday, Gromit?
Ah, that episode. The first one. Enjoyable shit. The moon is made of cheese,
My
Gromit.
workers are very devoted to their queen. The remote control for my Sniffer 3000. Too bad about the teething problems. Still, this might come in handy. Flowers, the perfect meal for a hungry hive.
Okay, let's do regard. Somewhat connected that shit. Well, let's see if we can complete the puzzle. Alright, just a couple more. Yeah, let's try it one more time. See if it does anything. Oh, it's the same thing. So I'm guessing that's the full puzzle done or...
My magnetronic pollinator. Flowers in, sweet nectar out. Bon appetit. Oh. Not exactly a flood, is it? Flowers, Gromit. That's the weak link in our production chain. We need more flowers.
What the heck? Didn't he just draw over that?
Did I forget to carry 9? No, everything's in order. If we're going to make that honey delivery, we're going to need a lot more flowers. Lovely. Ow! Oh, of all the nerve! No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. Ah, there's the hatch from me rocket ship. Remember that moon holiday, Gromit? More flowers, lad. Where can I get more flowers? The florist, perhaps? No, that's far too simple. Besides, we're flat broke.
Alright, let's see.
My magnetronic pollinator. No good. The sniffer 3 Well, I'm certainly not going to find flowers in a cellar. They're partial to sunnier climates.
Yeah, so now we can
Now
go
where
up
can I
the
find
stairs.
a whole lot of flowers in a hurry? So that's where the dog tags went. I'm sure Gromit will be glad to get them back.
Now let's see if we can find anything in here.
What's that? That looks like the flyer I picked up in the hall. Why would Gromit throw away an important piece of correspondence like that? I must be up already. Silicon flowers. Can't feed those to my bees. They demand the organic variety.
This might be a random thing to say, but man, even though he's not the original voice actor of Wallace or in Peter Original, I am liking his voice.
I'm afraid my bees don't go for silicon flowers.
Alright, so let's see if we could go outside in his backyard, see if there are any flowers there. There we go. More freedom.
Awfully long drop.
Alright, nothing there. Oh, nice. I must talk to this person. Looks like. Let's open this door first. Oh, those pants! Nice. Yeah, I just needed to open the door for real quick. I mean, turn on the light real quick.
No flowers in here.
Alright, now let's talk to that woman finally.
Been doing a spot of gardening, have you, Miss Flit?
Working my green fingers to the bone. But the hard work appears to be paying off.
Indeed it does.
Blooms everywhere. I call it my purple paradise.
It certainly looks delicious. I mean, I imagine it would look delicious if you were an insect.
You mean if I were a bee?
Well, now you mention it,
You want to feed my flowers to your bees?
that is, if you don't mind,
How many would you like?
as many as you can spare.
Oh, you can have all you want, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, much obliged, Miss Flit.
Here, you can jolly well grow your own.
Righto. That flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Ah, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh,
This flower will be the piece de resistance of my purple paradise. And the scent, absolutement heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
I hadn't noticed those flowers before.
I shouldn't wonder. They're morning glories. and they're usually tucked up in bed by the time you emerge from your underground lair. Their scent is divine.
Attracts a lot of bees, I suppose.
Swarms of them, but I don't let them linger.
Oh, what's coming out?
That's a healthy looking, what do you call it?
Foxglove. If you want to grow them, you've got to know them. Such a fragrant bouquet.
Alright, so I'm guessing I should put the seeds in there.
There now. With hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor, simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder. Rex Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula. Watch them sprout in seconds. If it works on people,
I knew it was gonna
perhaps
happen.
I could adapt it to
But just-
work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grow-team, Energize, Strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. Shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
Let's talk to this guy, see if he has anything to do.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know, I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
Jar?
Yeah.
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet. You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ah! This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
So I'm guessing I have to come back later.
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
You're standing in a puddle, Mr. Paneer.
The shoes aren't waterproof.
Let's see if...
Forget, Mr. Wallace. 50 gallons by sunset.
That looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Wensleydale, your favourite?
And am I to take it that these are...
Yes, free samples. Go on, tuck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Paneer. One for now. And one for later. Pity it's closed. Oh, I could murder a sausage roll or two. Now that's a fine-looking postbox. It would make a good chassis for my honey-powered vacuumatic. That's tomorrow's project. What were those 3 miracle ingredients again? Ah, yes. Grotein, Energides, and Strongium. I used the last of me Energides the other day. To fuel up my Sniffer 3000.
So I'm guessing I have to go to Sniffer to get it. Oh wait, what's that?
Wonder if the landlord would be interested in subscribing to my honey service. No sense in looking for new orders when I haven't fulfilled the first.
Let's go look up here.
Could those be? I couldn't help but notice the flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberly.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
They're
You fix
blinking
my
weeds,
mess a
if you
bit.
ask me. Can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny. Oh, now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf. And open up that window when I'm yelling at you.
All right, but only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
Let's see if I
I'd be
can
happy to take these flowers off your hands, Mrs. Gabberly. That is, if they make your husband unhappy.
That's a good reason to keep 'em, to my way of thinking. But go ahead if you want 'em.
Much obliged.
Ta-ra! Bye then!
Oops.
Here now, put that back up.
Let's look.
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingamy, what do you call it, destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device. You can see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody. You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
That mattress looks awfully hard. Just as well the Sniffer 3000 goes into sleep mode automatically. Fear not,
Oh,
my
man.
little cheese-sniffing friend. Soon have you out of there. The sniffer doesn't work that way, Constable Dibbins. You've got to...
I'm conducting this interview, Wallace, if you don't mind.
I'm guessing
Cheeky blighter. We've had our little chat.
And?
I'm afraid there's no talking to your sniffer. Hardwired for criminality, I'd say. Well, if it isn't Wallace. I had a notion he'd be nosing round the police station this morning.
Must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the law, though most folk don't appreciate it.
Let's talk to him again.
Can you see fit to grant my appeal, Constable Dibbins?
Not on your Nelly. That heap of nuts and bolts is now but trouble. Couldn't give me a single straight answer when I tried to interrogate it.
It only responds to certain commands. I know, I programmed it. Perhaps you could try a gentler approach?
I'll have another chat with it. More friendly-like.
Oh, yes. Oh, much obliged, Constable Dibbins.
I ain't promising nothing, mind. Time we had a little chat. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Don't know why I bother. I'm too soft, me.
Yeah, I'm guessing that does really nothing in general.
No change, I'm afraid. And its moral compass seems to be badly malfunctioning.
Well. Oh wait, let's try the remote. Okay.
Oh, there's Miss Sniffer 3000, banged up like a common criminal. It breaks my heart. That cheese detector's not a bad machine, just a bit overkeen. It's all the energites in its system. Energites? It seems to me, yes. Energites is one of the ingredients in Rex Armstrong's quick-grow muscle formula. I used my last Energite battery to fuel the sniffer. I'll have to get it back if I want to finish the formula.
Let's see if we can use this. Here we go.
I've got to get my Sniffer 3000 out of jail, and my Energites out of the sniffer. Oops, missed. The sniffer's just trying to get to the cheese, but the machine sounds like it's crying. Oh, almost brings a tear to my eye just watching.
What the heck?
Beautiful morning, Mr. Wallace. I'm pleased to see you've emerged from your subterranean lair.
Oh, so that's how it works.
Well, well, look who's back. Returned to the scene of the crime, have we?
The Sniffer 3000 wasn't cut out for prison life. It runs on energides, not porridge. The Sniffer's just trying to get to the cheese, but the machine sounds like it's crying. Oh, dear to my eye.
Well, let's go back to his house. That's quick.
Me porridge gun could prove fatal if it fell into inexperienced hands. Oops.
Let's go upstairs, see if we can find anything of use.
Last night's bedtime snack. Gorgonzola makes a nice change from Wensleydale.
Let's look under the bed.
Time for a nap. Oh, no, better not. Oh? Trap door.
Oh, I forgot. That's where he got out.
This call box has been a boon for Gromit. No matter where he is in the house, he's never far from his master's voice.
Let's examine this.
Phew, that'll put me right to sleep.
Alright, that's enough searching up here.
The living room door's stuck. Oh, right, it's a storage room now.
Let's go into his kitchen, see if we can find anything specific.
It's empty. I could have sworn there was a tea bag left. Hold on a minute. Strongium. That's one of the ingredients in Rex Armstrong's Quick Grow Muscle formula. I need that tea bag. The Mixomatic will be perfect for whipping up a tasty growth formula.
Oh, so that's what it's for. It's outside.
The quickest way in, perhaps, but not the most...
Alright, nothing there. Let's go inside his basement first.
Bon appetit.
See if this does anything.
Oh! Not exactly a flood, is it?
Let's give him the dog tags. This is messed up.
Great news, Gromit. I found those dog tags you misplaced. Now you can walk around looking official. It isn't like Gromit to be so absent-minded.
Yeah, sure.
Hope Major Crumb made it to the air raid shelter all right. Not very sensible. Hope Major Crumb made it to the air raid shelter.
Alright, so there's nothing. Let's go outside here. What does this do? Oh, nice. I shall water the plants. That's how it does.
Water's all right, but growth formula would be faster.
What are you on about?
I wonder what happened to his little cricket bat.
Oh, cricket. So I'm guessing Gromit has that. Oh,
Right,
here we go.
Come back here, you thieving rascal. That's my tea bag.
I won't have you threatening that dear little creature. Not while he's in my garden. You've come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh? Have you noticed? I put a new roof on Mr. Nutter's house.
Mr. Nutter?
Surely you're acquainted with our neighbour, Mr. Nutter, the squirrel.
I'm not on first name terms with any of the neighborhood animals, I'm afraid.
What about Gromit?
Oh, no, he isn't either.
Let's see if
I don't
can
think squirrels like cheese. No flowers in here. That squirrel nicked me tea bag.
But what if he did? Force never solved anything, Wallace. Kindness. That's what's called for.
So,
You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
Drop that tea bag, you tyke.
And you can drop your fist, Mr. Wallace. Back again, Mr. Wallace. I'm flattered.
I don't think he'd appreciate that.
oh well. Alright, let's see.
Is that you again, Wallace? Take cover, man! Take cover! Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now, spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail. Have you delivered the message? Have you shown them the snail?
I'm not sure the snail will convince them, Major Crumb.
If she doesn't, the air raid siren will. But by then, it may be too late.
Couldn't you spare just one protein bar?
Stop this insubordination at once, man! They are for emergencies only, when supply lines are down and a man's got no other way of keeping his strength up.
But if, as you say, we're expecting some kind of airborne incursion...
Indeed we are, expecting the air raid sirens any minute.
Alright, that's nothing. Let's just see if I can get one
Have
more
you
piece
brought
of-
it, Mr. Wallace?
Oh, guess not.
Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Let's talk to her, see if I can
Pardon
find
me,
anything.
Mrs. Gabberly. I wonder, that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb. How about lift? That's an action.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing?
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch. Gentleman?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
How about savage?
Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal? Now, let me see now. Toad?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Full lift! A gentleman, you savage toad!
Aye, I'm a savage brute, Winnie.
A good solid insult, I thought. But maybe we need to think different.
Nice. This is a great testing game. Wait, what happens if I push this?
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's not closing time yet.
Wait, let's try again.
That was an interesting word game, Mrs. Gabberly.
Want to play again? I need a word, Wallace.
How about cheese? It's one of my favourites.
No, an action word.
Alright,
Oh, yes, an action word.
alright, go. Alright, go potty.
How about the verb to stew?
Fine, that'll do. Now a
This is
thing,
okay,
if you
interesting.
please.
Right, a thing.
Go stew you.
My suggestion would be prune.
Fruit.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Greasy.
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing. You can't go wrong with dodo.
Yes, that's a thing.
Alright, let's see if this works.
Hey!
What is it now?
Oh, stew! A prune, you greasy dodo!
I am a bit like the dodo. Too kind and trusting for this world.
He's proud of being nasty, that's the problem.
Oh, dang it.
But maybe that's his weakness too.
Alright, let's try again.
You've got quite a vocabulary, Mrs. Gabberly.
Another round now. Give me an action word.
Go. How about this?
What about batter?
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right, a thing.
Go. You. Come on.
Toad?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Alright, so probably we're gonna try and find something to describe him as a nice way. So, cheap. How about mild?
Mild?
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing?
Dodo and Toad. Gentleman.
Yes, that's a thing.
This is pretty fun.
Hey!
What is it now?
More butter! A toad, you mild gentleman!
Hey! You do know how to wound a blow
There we
with
go.
it.
Here we go.
Got him that time. Serves him right for being such a grumpy old grandad.
Would you mind, if that is, could you see your way fit to lending me that pot of pansies, Mrs. Gabberley, for business purposes?
Business purposes? Well, be my guest. I've got bunches of them.
Nice. Oh wait, let's talk to him again. Talk to
How
him.
long do you...
As long
It's not malicious.
as that's
And
Okay, let's skip all this because we know what's going on with it.
you there, prisoner. Kindly look up.
Okay, so
I already did that.
oh, let's see. He just said something.
Blasted impertinence!
Constable Dibbins expects the sniffer
Why do I listen
3000
to you,
to knock
Wallace?
him in the face.
That heap of scrap
He
hasn't
doesn't
changed its ways,
understand. The
and
sniffer
never
is a
will.
cheese detector. It only looks at
What the heck?
cheese.
The heck?
Constable Dibbins, please will you give the sniffer...
You're very insistent, Wallace.
Only I've made a few minor adjustments to its remote control. I think you'll find it a
Alright, let's see if-
reformed character
Let's
now.
see if this will
I'll be
work.
the judge of that. Time we had a little chat.
Fear not, my little cheese-sniffing friend. Soon... That mattress looks awfully hard. Just as well the Sniffer 3000 goes into sleep mode automatically. No. I don't think that's a good idea. I already did that.
Gorgonzola. Let's see if I switch it to Gorgonzola.
Oi, where do you think you're going? If that's his attitude, he can rot in jail as far as I'm concerned.
And nothing.
Haven't awakened its
Dibbins
better
expects the
nature.
Sniffer
Because
3000
it
is
hasn't got
detected.
one. It's programmed for pandemonium.
How much does a helmet like that weigh?
£8 and 5 ounces. Some days feels more like £80.
Let's see if I... Alright, let's try again.
Constable,
You're very...
only... Oh.
You there.
Alright, see if this will work. Gorgonzola.
That's more like it.
There we go.
Now you've had time to think, what can you tell me about what happened yesterday? Feel bad about what you did, do you? He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all. Now, I want a truthful answer. If I release you from custody, will you do it again? Well, I'll be damned. The
Nice.
prisoner has
There we
been
go.
interviewed
Yes?
and having exhibited signs of repentance, I am prepared to release you into your protective custody, provided, Wallace, you give me an assurance that you'll keep your blinking eye on him. Or it. Or whatever he answers to.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
Here we go.
Ah. Wonder if the landlord would be interested in subscribing. No sense in looking for new orders when I haven't fulfilled the verb. Your an order has broken down since that squirrel moved into the neighborhood. First he takes me toast, then my tea bag. What next? Me tank top?
Well, did you do as I asked?
Oh crap, what's...
I don't think he'd appreciate that.
I know.
I don't think he'd appreciate...
There's nothing over there.
Nice squirrel, kind squirrel. Be a good chap and drop the tea bag, will you?
Mere words, Wallace. Why don't you offer something to the furry dear? There must be something he likes better than tea bags.
Bon appetit. Oh. Not exactly a flood, is it? Ah, there's...
Alright, the hatchet does nothing. Let's go back to the town center. Oh dang it.
Sky is blue, and still it rains on yours truly.
Alright, so that must be some sort of...
Not a good...
No,
I'd rather...
no.
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
You're still in a puddle?
No point moving.
The damage has been done.
Let's see if
I'm
we can
looking
find-
forward to your Festival of Crumpets,
guess
Mr.
not.
Paneer.
I'm afraid you're barred from my store, Wallace.
Bard?
Due to the devastation caused yesterday by your invention. I'm ever so sorry, Chuck.
Just bear with me for a moment, Mr. Paneer. Major Crumb wanted me to show you this.
That's a snail, Mr. Wallace.
I know.
Why are you showing me a snail?
Well, it's in its shell, you see, and according to Major Crumb, when a snail goes into its shell during the day, it means we can expect untold airborne activity of an unpleasant nature.
Go home, Wallace, and get some rest. Reckon you've been overdoing the inventing. Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
Oh, let's see,
Which came first, do you think? The toast or the toaster?
Yeah, let's see if we could talk about
Hey
this.
up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Do you know anything about snails, Mrs. Gabberley?
I know they eat them in continental parts.
Well, yes, but do you think there's anything special about this one?
To be honest, I couldn't rightly tell.
I guess not.
Drop by any time.
May I show you something, Constable Dibbins?
Is it important?
It might be.
That's a snail, Wallace.
Do you notice anything peculiar about it?
Only the person what's holding it.
That pesky rodent must have been at me toast again. He certainly is crackers for toast.
Ah, so that's a great, yeah, that's a clever hint. Wait, I think I know what to do now. First,
Well, did you do as I asked?
let's talk to him first.
Well, what do they have to say now that they've seen the snail?
Well, I haven't exactly shown it to everyone.
But you must! Look at that poor lass. Not a care in the
I
world.
forgot about her.
No idea that the
Ah, yes.
alien hordes are about to descend. She doesn't want to face the truth, but it's your duty to shove it in her face.
Alright.
That squirrel nicked me tea bag.
And what if he did?
Alright, let's see.
I realize this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's... oh.
A snail? In my garden? Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Alright, now let's see. Alright, let's go back to the house. See if we can talk. Oh wait, let me see.
Come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh?
Let's see if we could get his growth tea now. Oh, I guess not. Oh well.
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to. I'll be glad I stocked up on crates when the honey orders flow in. Provided the bees oblige me with some honey, that is.
Alright, he isn't here. Let's check the basement. Yeah,
I
let's
might
browse
find
here.
the answer to my problems here, but searching through these books would take me all day.
Nothing in there.
Wallace, thank
There we go.
heavens you made it to the shelter. I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you?
Oh, before I do, I think I need to give him the dog tags again.
I just found...
Yeah, we'll skip this because we already saw it.
Stop pacing about, Wallace. You're making the rest of the men nervous.
I think I'll pass.
You've got to get your mind off the carnage up there. Would you like to hear one of my old war stories? I'd help pass the time.
Well, I hate to...
Of course you would. I brought visual aids. I can still see it perfectly. After all these years, it was toward the end of the
Let's see if we can
Pardon
get...
me, Major. About those protein bars of yours.
rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, you'd in the event...
Alright, we
George,
already
this is an emergency.
know the stuff.
Private Gromit,
Oh wait, hold on.
I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you
Oh,
as well.
nice.
Much
There's,
obliged.
protein.
3 weeks later,
What's the talk about here?
What a face.
that's me
the
kitted out
photos.
for heavy combat. That helmet took many a dent before the war was through. Without it, I could have become seriously loopy. Take my advice, Wallace. Never go into battle without a regulation helmet like the one in this picture. Miss Fifi, you found me on the battlefield, grievously wounded.
Who's that fellow?
That's me as a young recruit, off to basic training. How I cried when they cut off my golden curls. But I cheered up as soon as they issued me with a beautiful set of dog tags. Dashed useful dog tags if you happen to forget your rank or... Nay, you've got it, right there. Never go into battle without your dog tags, Wallace. 3 weeks later,
Now, there's a sight.
That's me posing with Mother next to my 40mm Bofors. Look at the size of that monster. Big Betty, we called her. The gun, not my mother.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, Major Crumb.
Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is, if I were recommissioned and had a proper helmet with a cute little brim, and if I could find someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
I saw it. How many of some sort of... Yeah, what's he saying?
Nothing good could... If your heart's set on going into battle, Major Crumb,
Oh, it is, Wallace, it is.
well then, I don't see why you shouldn't. Go back upstairs, that is.
But the protein bars.
I'm sure someone else can dispense those.
But who? It's a major responsibility, Wallace. I can't entrust these to just anyone.
What's that?
He dropped them again.
Alright, what's here?
Ouch! What did you expect, Wallace? You can't snatch a soldier's helmet like that and not hear about it.
Alright, so let's see if the dog giving him the dog tags is anything.
I found these in the hall, Major Crumb.
Dog tags. I've been recommissioned. Bound to happen, of course. can't leave good military material sitting on the shelf. My place is in the trenches. Yes, that's all very well, I suppose. But I'd need a good sturdy helmet with a cute little brim like the one I had in the war. Wait! Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed, and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the Blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured. Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
Dang it.
It's a comfort to know we're well stocked with biscuits.
Oh, toast.
Cold toast. Shame to let it go to waste.
Now I think we're supposed to give him it.
Here you are, little fella. Try some toast.
Yes, do feed him. I'm sure the little mite's hungry.
There we go. No!
What are you looking for exactly? You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
Dang it.
I wonder, Miss Flit, if you would be so kind as to, hand me that tea bag.
Tea bag, Mr. Wallace? What tea bag?
The one on your, ooh.
Are you feeling quite well, Mr. Wallace?
Water's all right, but
What are you?
You wouldn't happen to have such a thing as a helmet lying about, would you?
Fresh out, I'm afraid.
No flowers in here.
Back again, Mr. Wallace? I'm flattered.
Perhaps you'd like to give the purple pansies a sniff. You'd have to, lean over, of course, but...
I see no point in leaning over and sniffing my purple pansies. I'm giving them the cold shoulder until they decide to shape up and bloom for me.
You wouldn't happen to have such a thing as a helmet lying about, would you?
Fresh out, I'm afraid.
They say that the blooms lower down on the plant give off a sweeter scent.
Is that so?
Yes. You'll discover if you lean way down
The
that...
topmost blooms are perfectly adequate to my needs, thank you.
They say that the blooms lower down on the plant give...
Is that so?
Yes.
The topmost...
Very sorry.
They say...
Is that... The topmost...
Oh, just now already. So I think I had everything from here.
Have you brought it, Mr. Wallace?
Now that's a fun, but that's its helmet.
up, Wallace, love? How's business?
I hate to trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all.
Alright, so
Oh, such a rush.
It's a smart-looking helmet.
Aye, but it ruins me hairdo. Flat as a pancake, so you can't do a thing with it.
Oh. Morning, Constable Dibbins.
You're off to an early start today. Not planning any more visits to the shops, are you?
Oh, no. Yesterday was a one-off. I'm in town on business.
Is that so?
I'm guessing we have to show her it. Let's see if that works.
A pot of purple pansies, and mine haven't bloomed yet.
What is it, Mr. Wallace?
I need that tea bag.
I see.
Right,
Where?
Oh, alright, so
My...
uh,
The man is...
A pot of purple pansies, and mine...
Miss Flint, if you'll just take a look at the pansies, I think you'll...
I told you, Mr. Wallace. I refuse to let those yellow hooligans have the satisfaction of... Oh,
here we go.
Apple. You see? They're mending their ways. They just needed a firm talking to, that's all. Mother forgives you, you naughty little pansies.
Here we go.
Sweet satisfaction, Mr. Wallace.
Yes, indeed. Very sweet.
Here we go. Now we need a helmet. Where to get? First, let's see if we can put the battery and the tea bag in the blender.
One unit of energite fluid for a creamy finish. One dose of strontium into the mix.
Alright, now... we need to get the protein.
Any news from above? Gad, how I wish I were back in the fight!
Oh, wait, I think I know what to do. Let's see if we can play this and get the helmet from there.
My workers are very devoted to their queen.
There we go. Now let's get it.
I thought you might find this useful, Major Crumb.
A helmet! By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles. If you know what I mean. By thunder, I'm a soldier again. Sir George is ready for his dragon. And yet, duty compels me to remain here. No one else to guard the protein bars. Confounded sense of duty.
I'd be happy to take charge of the protein bars.
You? No offense, Wallace-held chap, but you're hardly officer material.
Dang it. Let's see if I can talk to Gromit about that.
Gromit could do the job.
Private Gromit? Can I entrust my precious cache of protein bars to a Pongo? Perhaps So, he's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Gromit in charge. Good heavens! I shouldn't be skulking around in a cellar like a frightened rat. I'm a soldier, by thunder! Private Gromit, I hereby appoint you officer commanding this air raid shelter. Here, you pass out the rations. I've got a war to win. Charge!
There we go.
Now to get my hands on a protein bar. Gromit!
Dang it.
Request dispensation of protein bars, soldier.
There we go. Protein. Now we can finally make the growth formula.
One generous chunk of protein to give it texture. Now to mix up my very own quick grow muscle formula. That ought to do it. No, the mixomatic's all mixed up. Stop! Stop! Help! Gromit! Oh,
Nice.
thanks, lad.
Checking to see if anything's sprouted yet, Mr. Wallace.
Well, as a matter of fact, Miss Flit,
Really? I don't see what you're hoping to...
Oh, damn!
Oh! I don't believe
it
it!
works! It works! The homemade quick grow miracle muscle formula works! We're in business, lad. You see, Gromit, look where a bit of enterprise can get you. If I hadn't found that flyer you chucked in the bin, I'd never have been able to concoct my miracle grow formula. And then where would we be? You really must be careful what you chuck out. Blinking Nora!
Oh, my word! I think I'm going to faint.
Alright, let's see.
This ought to be plenty of fuel for the old pollinator.
Here we go. Nice.
That's champion, that is. 50 gallons of honey and just in time for my annual tea and crumpet festival. Pleasure doing business with you, Wallace.
Always aim to please, our bees. That's the last of our bills, Gromit, and we've got just about enough left over for that little holiday we've been planning. This year, I fancy, Blackpool. Oh, yes, lad. I think our money troubles are over at last.
Air raid! Air raid! Petrol
Oh, dear.
stations
Not
everywhere!
this again.
Excellent vantage point. Prepare for a crash landing, you devils! Sorry, Wallace, but I'm going to have to commandeer your dining room.
Now, just a minute, Major Crumb.
No time to argue, old man. The whole throne's under bombardment. But here they come!
Damn!
Wasn't it, Gromit? Giant bees!
Heaven help the good citizens of West Wallaby Street! Civilians out!
but...
That's an order, Wallace. Private Gromit, kindly escort this civilian from the battle zone. Keep the faith, soldier. West Wallaby Street needs you.
Good heavens, Gromit, you don't suppose those monsters have anything to do with our honey-making operation, do you? Bumbling heck!
Oh, damn.
My quick grow formula. It didn't just affect the flowers. Just hope it's a wrong number and not more bad news.
I fail to see how that gnome could be of assistance. He doesn't even have his little cricket bat anymore.
Yes, Mr. Paneer. Well, of course you're upset. Being dive-bombed by giant bees isn't good for any business. We're doing all we can to get the situation under control. Normal honey service will be resumed as soon as possible. With normal-sized bees. That's a promise. There's a giant fly in the soup, lad. And it's shaped like a bee. They're taking over the town. Time to read the Riot Act. I am their employer, after all.
Yeah, sorry for that little thing. I just needed to fix my mask. Wow.
Oh! They won't listen. They're completely out of control. This honey business has a sting in the tail and no mistake. Oh! Do something, Gromit! Hello, from me to... Oh, Constable Dibbins. Well, after all, it wasn't innocent.
Ah, Mr. Gapple here. I ain't much good at eating humble pie, but I spoke out of turn yesterday. You're not a daft apers after all. What I said to you, I take it all back. You're a credit to the town. Just a minute. What's this? Ah! Giant bigot maze! Oh my giddy heart! There's only one nincompoop round here what could have caused this!
Well, if I could, I would. Oh, I wouldn't get it all that simple, you see. Well, of course I'll try. Gromit will be happy too. Oh, he's very capable. I trained him myself, I assure you. I know Constable Dibbins. Yes, Mr. Pinner said. Yes, I know. It's terrible. Oh, I don't know that I'd say that. Well, after all, it was an innocent mistake with the ingredients. Well, when you put it that way, Constable Dibbins, yes, well, I'll certainly try to. Gromit's working on that. Please, Gromit, I'm otherwise engaged. Look, Gromit's working on that.
see if we could pick this up. Oh, dang it. Alright, I think I know what to do. We need to use the escape hatch. Alright, now we can take the CD out. Nothing in there. Oh, I think I know what to do next. We need to get a cheese sample from what it looks like.
I'm giving you! Somebody call the police! Get me out, please! Do something about these bees! I am stuck in my children cannot get out!
Where's the some cheese? Dang it. Alright, let's see if that does anything. Step, come on. Let's see if this does anything. What to do next? Alright, dang it. Sorry, that does nothing. Oh, answering machine. Nothing. Alright, I think I know what to do next.
Gromit's working on that. Oh dear. No,
Just think I have to go
where?
jump
I
and
see.
do something.
Yes, I know. It's terrible. Oh, I don't know that I...
Let's see if this is something. Crap.
I know Constable Tibbins. Yes, Mr. Pinner said. Yes, I know.
Alright, let's see if we can do something now.
I see. But the good news is... Oh, not badly. Well, if I could, I would... Later, Gromit. I'm on the phone. Well, of course I'll try.
What am I supposed to do here?
Well, if I could, I would. Oh, no, but it's not that simple, you see. Well, of course I'll try.
I'm thinking I need to go somewhere else.
To say
Alright, nothing.
No, Gromit. Only bad dogs rifle through the rubbish. Yoo-hoo! Gromit! Up here! Now, listen to me, nice doggy-wuggy. I'm trapped in this tree by giant bees. Do you understand? You must take a message to your master. I need him to get me down from here. Can you tell him that? Oh, wait a minute. Give him this. It's a note. Oh, tell him to hurry. I can't hold on much longer.
If I could, I would. That's nice, Gromit. In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a bee situation. I'm on the phone with Constable Dibbins. You can show me your artwork afterwards. Well, of course I'll try. Gromit will be happy to. Oh, he's very capable. Trained him yourself, I assure you.
Alright, let's go back to account.
Yes, I know. I've got to look into that leak. Something seems to be blocking the downspout around the corner.
Oh, there we
But
go.
that's not my biggest concern at the moment.
There we go. Nice.
Bees over my shop, would you?
Oh shit.
I said get out! I may be knocking on, but I ain't finished yet. Oh, stop a while, will you? Got no one to natter with today, and you're a real good listener. Here now, you lummox, put that back up. Still yesterday's news, I'm afraid. Delivery man hasn't been today. Too scared of bees, I reckon.
Let's see if we do something about this.
What do you want? It's you. Don't tell me. You want me to do something about the giant bees? We're on the case, all right? Them buzzing bandits will feel the full weight of the law, make no mistake. But, well, it's complicated. Don't know what the charges would be, exactly. Nothing in the penal code about giant bees, so far as I can see. But rest assured, I'm looking. Oh, and tell that master of yours he left something behind. There was another cheese, too. But I kept it for me sandwich. Fair payment for me troubles, says I.
For the love of Mike, Winnie, you want to get a seat full of stingers? When you gonna shut down that blinking shop and come upstairs?
When are you gonna say sorry for them rough things you said to me before?
Bah! Never seen such a contrary old mare!
Well, if that ain't the lemon calling the mustard sour.
Close the gate and park your car!
Please close the gate.
No! Captain, he don't say please, and he don't say...
Never.
To some, maybe. But not to his wife if he don't feel like it.
Oi! It ain't closing time. Ooh, blinking Nora, look at Mr. Panniers shut up in his shop like a prisoner, and all on account of a few blinking bees. You don't see Winnie Gabbily chucking in the towel. Didn't close during the hedgehog riots of 72, and I ain't closing now. Besides, where would I go if I did? I ain't going back tit flat with old man Gabbily. Not till he says he's sorry. Tossed out all me pansies, he did. Ta then, don't let the bees bite.
Matter of fact, I did apologise. Not 2 hours ago.
To me?
No, to somebody else.
It don't count unless it's to me!
Ah.
Alright, so I think we're done in this area. Let's go back to the home. Oh, nice. That was the thing the whole time. Alright, so... yeah, I didn't really know that because it would be way too small for him, wouldn't it? There we go, now we go up. Okay, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, just think the area's done.
Well, if I could, I would. Oh no, but it's not that simple, you see. Well, of course I'll try. Gromit.
Let's see if we could record the... what the heck?
Cheeky devils won't stay down. We'll have to trap 'em, I fear.
I'm guessing we have to go back in the kitchen. I mean, dining area. Alright.
Private Gromit, it's looking grim out there.
What happens if we use this? Maybe we could
That's
talk to
right,
him.
soldier. Help steady my aim.
Oh wow, this is surprising.
Got the blatter. Blast and double blast. Got him. Nothing quickens the old pulse like getting off a few rounds of ammunition. Wonder what else we can shoot at.
Come on. Hurry.
Missed him. Blast. I'm got the blatter. Auf Wiedersehen to you, sir. Confound it. Nothing quickens the old pulse like getting off a few rounds of ammunition. Wonder what else we can shoot at. Blast. Bullseye.
Oh wow. That's how it works.
Got him.
Oh, I'm guessing we have to.
That got away.
Nice, that's one down.
Blimey. Missed him. Confound it. Missed him. Blast. Auf Wiedersehen to you, sir. Back in the air. Blast into the dustbin of history
There we
for
go.
you, my friend.
That's number 2.
Got him. Back in the air. Blast it.
I'm guessing
Confound it.
come on, come on.
Blimey. Got him. Missed him. That got away. Into the dustbin of history for you, my friend. Confound it! Got him!
Hey, come
For
on.
Queen and country, soldier!
Oh, dang it.
Well, did you relay my message?
This is because I didn't give him the flowers he wanted, isn't it?
Alright, I think I know what to do now. Or the other bee.
News from the front. Whipping the curs, are we? What man? Got him! Found and got away! Got him! Into the dustbin of history
Alright.
for you, my got away! Blimey!
The heck?
Got him! Back in the air! Blasted!
Oh,
Oh, that got away!
oh, nice! Clever. So that's how it works.
Aid to you, sir!
So that's how it works.
Back in the air! Blasted! Oh, Peter's aid to you, sir! Back in the air! Blasted!
Right, so.
Blast! Into the dustbin of history
Alright,
for you,
come on,
my
come on, come on.
friend!
There we go.
Where he belongs, the fiend!
There we go. Now the last one.
Got him! Oh, that got away!
Let's see how this one works.
Blast! Confound it! Got him! Oh, that got away! Missed him! Got him! Oh, that got away! Got him! Oh, that got away!
Dang it.
Oh, that got away! Got him! Oh, that got away! Blimey! Confound it! Got him!
And then how do I do our one? Oh, drop hands. There, that's how it works.
Bag the bounder! Try getting out of that one, fly boy!
Oh, clever.
If you see that! Ah! Blew him right out of the sky! That'll teach him. A thrilling sight for you, Private Gromit! Why, I feel like a young man again! Calls for a celebration, Private! Meet you in the mess in 20...
There we go. Alright, now what do we do next? That's the 15.
Yes, I know, it's terrible. Oh, I don't
Oh, wait, I forgot. Let's see if we could,
Well, it wasn't in a...
save the lady. Let's get out here. There we go.
Is he on his way? Did you give your master the note? Oh, you bad dog. Do as Miss Flit tells you, and I'll give you a treat. Tell him I'll be extremely cross if he continues to dilly-dally.
I see. Fuses? Oh, not that bad, eh? Well, if I could, I would. Oh, but it's not that... Later, Gromit. Well, if I could, I would. Oh, but it's not that simple. Later.
Dang it.
I see. But the good news is... Oh, not bad, eh?
But let's see if the cheese has anything to do with it.
Yes, later.
Alright, nope.
Gromit's working on that. Oh dear. No, I wasn't aware. Just a moment. I suppose one of my inventions could come.
I saw an invention.
Constable Gibbons. Yes, Mr. Pinner said.
Alright, nothing there. Let's go back here. Nope.
Get these bees over my shop, would you?
Bah! I apologised to that dunderhead Wallace.
Oh,
I
there
left
we
a
go.
message on his answering machine
Apologised for what?
for calling him a dunderhead.
And why can't you apologise to me? If you're so bent on getting me back up there.
Man's got his pride.
Your pride or your wife? Take your pick. Back again, pet. Nice to see another soul game enough to stand up to them bees, even if it is, pardon the expression, a dog.
Ah, Mr. Gabble here. I ain't much good at eating humble pie, but I spoke out of turn yesterday. You're not a daft apers after all. What I said to you, I'll take it all back. You're a credit to the town.
Well, fighting dogs come limping home. There now, weren't so hard, were it?
Is that you, Winnie? Breaking code of silence, are you?
No need for silence now you've shown a bit of humility.
Humility? Me? Never!
Oh, you don't fool me. You're just a big old softy, and I know it. I need me head examined, keeping shop open when town's crawling with giant bees.
What's got into you, Winnie? Stay back, I say! Oh, Winnie Gabble!
Alright, so what now? Let's see if this is something else.
Listen here now, my canine constable. It isn't strictly police procedure, but I might see me way clear to deputise you. Just temporarily, mind, until this bee problem is taken care of. Would you like that? Right then. I hereby deputise you. Go get 'em, boy.
Well, don't hurt him. That'd be police brutality.
Catch 'em alive if you can.
See if this has anything to do with it. So I know I'm supposed to catch him there.
A word of advice. If you're trying to catch a wild animal, then you got to trap 'em.
Yeah, I know that
Trap
part.
like. But it's got to be sprung when you're not around, see?
Okay, so... Am I supposed to... Let's see if I have to go back to the house. Or nothing here?
Well, after all, it was an innocent mistake with the ingredients. Well, when you put it that way, Constable Gibbons, yes,
Nothing, dang it. I have to,
over my shop, would you?
have to do something over here.
The trick here is you've got to be two places at once. You flush out the perps at point A, right? And you nab 'em at point B. Of course, it would help if you had backup, but we can't spare anyone at the moment, so you're on your own. But if you had some sort of device, on a timer, say, that could spring the trap at the right moment, you catch me meaning? Good.
Oh, so some sort of timer trap.
That master of yours is an inventor, right? I'm sure he's got some sort of mechanical gizmo what could trigger your trap. You set it in place, you drive the perps into the trap, and whap! You get it? We gotta find some new recruits.
Alright, so from what it looks like, I'm guessing I have to get something in the kitchen.
Well, of course I'll try.
There we go.
Careful with the auto-flip frying pan, lad. The timer mechanism is very delicate. It's liable to spring at odd moments.
Yes, I know, it's terrible.
Now we could go and spring the trap in that lady's shop. This must be a trick now.
Sorry for the delay, Mr. Paneer. I think you'll find the streets are now bee-free.
Thank heavens for the boys in blue.
Now, I'll have to ask you to accompany me to the station. There's some paperwork we need to fill out. Nothing too bothersome.
Happy to do my part.
It's citizens like you what make my job a pleasure, Mr. Paneer.
Now let's see if we could go inside the shop. Or not. I'm guessing we have to go back home.
I know Constable Tibbins. Well, yes, like I said, he's very well trained. Right then. Goodbye, Constable. Good work, lad. Seems you took care of the downtown gang good and proper. But so long as they're still supersized, our job's only half done. I'd better get to work on a reverse growth formula. You've pacified all the bees, Gromit. Good lad. I knew I could count on you.
Help! Wallace! Someone!
That sounds like Miss Flit.
Help! Get me down from here!
Don't panic. I'm coming, Miss Flit. Oh, it seems I'm underdressed.
Gracious!
Hang on, Miss Flit.
My saviour!
So that's the story, Miss Flit. I'm afraid my miracle growth formula led to some supersized problems.
I hope you're going to get rid of the infernal stuff.
Oh, I am. And rest assured, all the bees have been dealt with safely and humanely.
Well, that's a relief. But weren't you scared facing down an angry swarm of giant bees all by yourself?
Frightened? Oh, well, I was heavily outnumbered, of course, but they soon saw who was boss and that the sting was on the other foot.
I was terrified.
That's only natural, Miss Flit. Well, I had a twinge or two myself at times, you know, but keep a cool head. That's my motto. Look your adversary square in the eye and never let yourself get carried away. Put me down! Get off! It's Gromit! Blinking Nora! The Queen's tried to turn me into royal jelly! The ingratitude! After I built her a hive in solid brass and a magnetronic pollinator thingamajig to take all the hard work out of honey making. Oh, I'm beginning to think I should never have mixed this growth formula at all. I ought to chuck it away. Hey! Easy, old girl. No need to get excited. Put me down gently and no one will get hurt. Oh dear, nothing in the beekeeper's manual about aerial abduction. Help! Help! Gromit! Boy, I knew you'd come through. Get the ladder, lad. What are you waiting for, Gromit? Raise the ladder.
Deserts and mountains swim oceans to be reunited with his master, the wellspring of his actions.
Oh, dang it.
Crank it up, lad! Oh, the altitude's giving me a nosebleed! Crank it up, lad! Oh! Crank it up, lad!
Dang it.
His feet. But if he's ever separated from the master, then the dog becomes inconsolable.
Crank it up!
Yes, I know, crank it up.
Crank it up!
Wait, I'm gonna have to... You know what to do next. Now I'm stuck. Alright, I need to search up because this is getting a bit confusing or tedious. I'll be right back. I have to use my phone on this, unfortunately. Please understand. Alright, so open up this thing.
What do you waiting for, Gromit? Raise the ladder!
Oh! My bad. That's what I was supposed to do.
What are you waiting?
Alright. So that's the lever.
That's right, lad. Now raise the ladder.
Come on, go, go, go.
Oh! That's torn it. The ladder's broken, and I left the spare at home.
I think I need to... Wait, fine.
Lend me a hand, Gromit.
Oh,
Ouch! That just makes her squeeze me harder.
oh no.
It's no use, Gromit. She won't let go.
Oh, that does nothing. That does nothing for... Alright, I need to go back down. Oh, let's see. Let's use the windshield license. Oh, there we go. Climb through. Now get the feather. Oh, turns out that I need to get it while it's still turned on. There we go. Nice.
You'll have to think of a plan B, Gromit.
Now let's tickle. See if this works.
Phew! Back on terra firma. Well done, Gromit. Gromit? Gromit! You all right, lad? Oh, good show. We've made it through this little episode in one piece. More than I can say for the autopilot, I'm afraid. Look, the autopilot. Oh dear, looks like our troubles aren't quite over. Look out behind you, Gromit. Keep her at bay. I'll try and lose her in here.
I have to hit something, that's for sure.
still plenty of honey in the old tank? Give her the what for, Gromit?
Well, let's see if the radio works now.
These eyes of a god, do we? Smile of approval and a pat on the head to the dog. These are the greatest rewards imaginable. The friendliest of beasts, you will bear any amount of abuse.
If I leave, who...
So long as he's allowed a place to grow.
Now let's switch to
Give
Gromit.
her a dose of her own medicine, lad.
If he's ever separated from the master, then the dog becomes inconsolable. He would brave any elements, cross deserts and mountains, swim oceans.
So that does have to... Gonna have to use the guide again because it's almost 3 hours for this game.
The dog will willingly sacrifice his very life to save
Oh.
the master from danger. He'll fight wild
No.
cats, dodge bullets, will even drag his muscles.
Perhaps the honey could use a little kick.
Clever shit. Here we go.
His life, often invest his entire savings.
Don't shoot till you see the whites of her eyes.
Whence comes the
Now let's see if this works.
ferocious loyalty. Among all the dumb beasts, he alone recognizes the natural superiority of man. It is
Oh.
his privilege to be counted a companion to the human being, the pinnacle of creation.
All the drills are back to It's made of the concentrated essence of wild mountain flowers. Wild mountain gourds, more like.
Now let's see
Give her the
if...
what for, Gromit?
Sure it weren't a balloon tickling the sky. Don't be daft. How could a fly disguise itself as a balloon wearing a yellow jacket, of course?
There we go. Here we go.
We bagged her, Gromit. Cracking teamwork, lad. Cracking teamwork, lad. I've done it, Gromit. I found the antidote to that pesky growth formula. Now we can finally cut our bee problem down to size. Though
Oh, shit.
there is one small complication.
Ah. So that was episode 1 of Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures. Now note that this is my first time playing this game, and probably playing the type of Telltale game in general. And I do have to say, this is one really amazing experience for me. I just really love the puzzles, how clever it is, and combine that with the charm of Wallace and Gromit makes it a great game in general. Yeah. Let's let the credits roll out. Now that I have completed this game or beat the first part, I kinda know what to do with the rest of the game now. How it works, I'll probably adapt to it and whatnot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this game because I really enjoyed this part a ton. Fortunately, as I said again, because I'll most likely adapt to it and see how the game works, most likely this part will be, the second part of the game will be shorter. So I predict episode 2 to take me around maybe like 2 hours and 30 minutes or just 2 hours straight. And yeah, that's it for that part. Also, like always, tell me whether or not the stream is okay, because from what's looking on my right side on how the stream is, it's not really doing too well. It kinda lags a little and it feels a bit slow. And if it feels slow, I'm just probably gonna full screen it next time, because most likely I think it will run better in full screen. Well, that's my prediction, however. And let's let the credits roll. So that's it for Wallace and Gromit and the Fright of the Bumblebees. As I stated again, a really good game, and probably my actual true first Telltale experience, excluding Puzzle Quest. Puzzle Agent. I'm definitely looking forward to playing the other 3 episodes of this, if it has a charm like this, and the really clever and unique puzzles. So, this stream has gone on for around 3 hours already. I'm gonna end it here. So, as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and until next stream. And I'm really glad that the stream with my first face cam worked out. So, gonna end it here right now. Also, yeah, sorry, one more thing. Probably look forward to episode 2 of the Wallace and Gromit for me to stream it on maybe Friday or Saturday. Anyway, that's all. I'm gonna end it here for reals this time.